What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Super Beast GN, and you guys liked my worm tribal so much that we're doing another tribal deck, and we're probably starting a series of tribal decks here, because tribal decks are kind of jank, but we are doing toy tribal. Now this, I know what you're thinking, is revolving around the Arabella, and we've seen the Arabella deck before, but not as a toy-centric deck with the roaming throne, with the living phone. Nobody uses the living phone, the Splitskin Dolls, you know, all that. We're going solely toys here. Clockwork, Ragged Playmate, Arabella, living phone, Splitskin, roaming throne, and this is another tribal deck where we don't have the banners in it, because this deck so much cares about power. We want our stuff to have 2 power, because living phone cares about it, Ragged Playmate cares about it, Arabella cares about it, Splitskin Doll cares about it. So we're not playing the banners in this. We are playing the Cavern of Souls. We are playing the roaming thrones, and the roaming thrones does not like trigger the Arabella as well. But, I mean, it triggers the Arabella. So it doubles the trigger on the Arabella, actually. So while it doesn't add to the power 2 or less creatures on the field, it does double up what she's doing already. So if you have like 1 or 2 other creatures on the field that are power 2 or less, you're just going to get a pretty good value here. And so the idea, what we're doing here is we're going to try to like pick away at our opponent little by little and finish them off with either like a lightning strike or a lightning helix. Some kind of lightning to the face, you know what I'm saying? If we go against decks that want to play similar stuff, which, you know, maybe we don't see the exact same deck, but we might see something similar where people are playing all these creatures. Authority of the Consuls is here. Seam Rip is another good one that we can use. This cares about mana value 2 or less, which you could take out a small creature, like let's say there's a lot of life gain decks, so Essence Channelers, who you want to exile instead of kill, and Ajani's Pride Mates, or anything in that deck, pretty much, and or Sheltered by Ghosts, anything like that. We have the Get Lusts for pesky enchantments, and Planeswalkers, of course. We need to kill the Planeswalkers. Put Planeswalkers out, it's just insane. Also, we have Expel the Interlopers. Why Expel the Interlopers, you ask? I'm glad you asked, because that's a great question, because this cares also about power. And since we are playing mostly creatures with power 2 or less, we can kill all of our opponent's big things and keep our creatures on the battlefield. A lot of times. But there are times where our opponent's going to have power 2 or less, and then we're going to have to kill our own things anyways. But I thought in this context, this is probably the best board wipe that we could have. And I think with Lightning Strike, Lightning Helix, Get Lost, all that kind of removal, Seam Rip, you know me, if you've watched my content, you know we never leave home without some kind of board wipe. So I think in this version of the deck, in this particular deck, Expel the Interlopers was the best one. But Arabella is not the only toy in the deck that is going to benefit from the roaming throne. We also have the Splitskin Doll that'll draw a card. So if that's on the field, we draw an extra card. Living Phone will get us a power 2 or less creature from among the top 5 cards of our library when it dies. The Clockwork Percussionist will exile the top card of our library when it dies, and then we can play it until the end of our next turn. So that's going to be a couple of those. And also, if you have a couple roaming thrones on the field, if you have both roaming thrones on the field, you get multiple triggers. I think it's a triggered ability, right? So if a triggered ability, it triggers an additional time. So that's a triggered ability in itself, right? So they would then trigger each other, I think, right? No, they don't. No, that's not a trigger. That's just an effect. That's a replacement effect. But yeah, if you have 2 of these on the field, you're drawing 3 cards when the Splitskin Doll comes in. You're, getting 3 creatures. You're getting 3 activations off the Arabella. I only have 2 because, yes, it is a 4/4, so it doesn't really fall into the power 2 or less scheme, but yet it does fall into the tribal theme, and then I think we need it. So there is that. Also, for the people who think, because I've gotten this, I actually got this comment on my last tribal. The Ugin doesn't make sense. Ugin is removal. So if you put removal in a deck, is this no longer a toy tribal deck because we put Get Lost in here? That's weird. But yeah. So, yeah, some people are dumb. What are you going to do? You know, some people like only see the world in front of them. They don't get it. But you know, we have removal, and you need removal in a deck, so it doesn't change what the deck is. It just adds to the deck. So, land base, you know, a bunch of like red white lands, 22 lands to be exact, because we are kind of on the lower end of things. The highest thing we can have is the Expel the Interlopers, which we probably won't need until later in the game. So we have time to like build up our lands. Plus, with all the cards we're drawing with the Splitskin Doll, cards we're getting with the Percussionist, we should be able to find some more lands eventually. And we do gain life, so we do have time to kind of, you know, live in the moment, if you will. And I did talk about briefly the Authority of the Consuls. Just a really good... We do gain quite a bit of life in this deck between the Lightning Helix, the Arabella, and the Authority of the Consuls. Just the Authority of the Consuls is just great for anything with haste. You know, if anyone else is playing Clockwork Percussionist or the Timeline Color or anything with haste, Authority of the Consuls is a great card to have. It just kind of shuts them down and gains you some life. It's really nice in the face of like the sacrifice decks where they want to raise the past, it gets everything out of the graveyard, then you just gain all the life. I know it's still hard to beat, but like, you know, it's, you know, it makes it a little easier to survive at least. And then you can expel the interlopers or whatever, you know. But yeah, that is the deck. So don't forget to like the video if you like my content. If you want to see more weird, janky, tribal stuff. Like, I call this janky because obviously people are using Arabella, but like, they're not doing like a toy tribal deck. And especially without like the, what was the one, the toy, that makes a toy, but that's only if you attack with a non-toy. That's why it's not in here. Because most of my things are, all my creatures are toys, so it would never trigger. And then the other side of it gives them power based on how many creatures you control, which then would put them out of the 2 power range. So not a good card in this deck, particularly. A card that revolves around toys, not good in a toy deck, apparently, you know? So, and I think this is all we needed. The Expel the, like I said, the Expel the Interlopers is the top end. So we don't really have any big bombs in here. We are just relying on doing little ping damage here and there, and then just surprising our opponent. Trying to surprise our opponent by hitting them with haste, hitting them with the Arabella. Hopefully they let it through, and then we just Lightning Helix the crap out of them. You know, like, we can do that. There's other ways to win, but that's it. So let's get into the games and see how Toy Tribal does. Opponent goes first. All right. We have the Splitskin Doll. We have Sacred Foundry, Inspiring Vantage. Okay. Keep. We'll see what we do with the Sacred Foundry. Gonna come in tapped, because we don't necessarily need it to be untapped here. They would have played anything else. Oh, hello. This is 2. That'd be 2. This is Toy Tribal. So we are tribally. Oh, hello. Let's go like that. We go like that. They can attack us, but now we can block, and nothing happens. Well, they just bounce off each other. I'm assuming they have a raise the past here. Banishing Light. All right. Ah. Smart. Smart. Let's see. Let's go ahead and draw a card. And kill it. And attack and do 2 more damage. Gain 2 life. They will block. No reason not to. We can attack. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, let's go like this. Let's call Toy. And then... You know what? Let's do it. We are at 31. They are at 12. They are going to probably double block. Yeah, that's fine. I can block one of these. That's fine. We can expel for 0. Okay. Moonlit Meditation. Awesome. That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. Toy. Attack. Absolutely. We get double on this one. That's pretty good. All right. We're gonna go 0. Kill everything. Hopefully they don't have a raise the pats. If they do, lucky them. Nope, just hair apparent. All right. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this so we draw a card and don't have to discard a card. And then all right. Attack you. Smack you. Okay. I don't think that's it. Ultima. Okay. We still got this. Don't worry. We still got this. Okay, yeah, we definitely got this. They are just drawing lands, my friend. Alright, let's see what they get. Ooh. That's game, my friend. That is game. So we attack. And then we smack them with the lightning strike. And we got it. Good game. Opponent goes first. Keep. So we're going to play planes first. See if the opponent actually does anything. Oh, it's duress. No? Oh, I should have... No, I couldn't do that. It's white, so it doesn't matter. Greasy freebooter. Alright. Chances are they don't want to kill this. But I don't... But they also want their thing to die too, so... Okay, kill that. I don't want them drawn. They can power this up all they want. We gain life, though, so... If they want to attack us with it, that's fine. I'm assuming they have... Oh, just another one, yeah. Alright, cool. Okay, and then, I guess we'll Splitskin Doll, right? You know, why not? Even though we're... Ooh. Well, we need lands, for sure. Sibsig Ceremony. So they're gonna just make zombies? Okay. So they could just play everything? If they have, like, a 2 or less? Uh-huh. We're gonna try this. And we're gonna try this. They can play a bunch of stuff, but we can, like, wipe the field. Here comes Liliana, sure.
The undead make great minions, loyal and silent. Time to wake up and smell.
They're at 12. I think we can do this. And this, right? So we're at 25. They're going to double block. That's fine. All right, let's see if they got it. All right, they make a demon. They're going to do 2 damage to us and gain 2 life. So it's going to be to 8.
Necromancy is a lot like plucking turnips. You've reached an
This is 1.
undead.
All right. So they're going to draw a bunch of cards.
Time to get my hands dirty.
A Johnny. They get life.
The sun will
Oh.
rise on a peaceful tomorrow.
Okay.
True strength comes from
Is this some kind of infinite? Because I feel like we win next turn, right?
My pack.
If they can't go infinite? No. Yes. Maybe. Because they're at 8. So we attack. We hit them for 3. We hit them for 3. And we win, right? Good game, my friend. We got it again with toys against Liliana. Toys, 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 toys. Opponent goes first. I guess we'll keep. Don't play anything. Oh no. I'm gonna play this. Although I probably should have seam ripped. Well, no, seam rip would be better on like the Ajani or the the Ajani's probably made. That's what I meant. Or the Essence Channeler. Inspiring Vantage. I can kill this now. Is that worth it, though? I think we kill this. We block the Pride Mate. And then we seam rip and then play whatever we get with the Percussionist? I don't know. Rune Lurker Bat. 3 cards left, my friend. What do you got? I mean, there's no reason they don't attack, right? Unless they just don't want me to get extra value here. Leonin Vanguard! Ah, yes. A really good card. That's very unassuming. Boom! The Percussionist has died. Oh, hello. get rid of that. We can get rid of... This. This is immediate. If they don't have 2 creatures, this can't gain life. Yet. Raise the past, sheltered by ghosts. Alright. Let's see. Booyakasha. Alright. And now you have nada. And we got it. Baby. You go first. Okay. Yeah, because we can Sacred Foundry on 1. Enters tapped. Vantage on 2. We draw something, so maybe we get something good. Maybe we get something bad, who knows? Maybe we just get duressed. Oh, timeline color, alright. Oh, okay. I'm okay with that. Boom. Interlopers is pretty good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and draw and discard. Let's get rid of the land, even though I might regret that later. I may. Wouldn't be the first time I've regretted choices. So. Splitskin Doll can block. Nah, I'm gonna take this. We gain life, you know, so... Attack? Do we think they race us here? We have a lot more creatures. We have Expel the Interlopers for later. We have a Get Lost and a Lightning Strike. Although the timeline color, you're using them in the time... Ooh, okay, the Get Lost will go there.
I am but one voice out of many. Your soul burns with might.
Kill that.
This does not
No attacks. So now, this can never have haste again. Because, well, it has haste, but, like, it comes in tapped. I like that. Dark Confidant. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Alright, so... I think I'd kill the Blood Witch, if I'm being honest. I already gained 1 life off of it anyways. So it's like... We're gonna attack with the Splitskin Doll. It's always a land. The opponent always gets a land with the Dark Confidant. Just remember that. Remember that when you're playing this game and you see somebody with a Dark Confidant, they're going to draw a land off of it. Well, reveal the top card. They don't draw, but it's, you know what I'm saying. Uh-huh. Yeah, they're hitting me. Oh, no. Okay. You might as well. I mean, why not, right? I think we're in trouble, though. I think we might be in trouble. Because we needed to have that 5th land right there. Because we are going to take some damage here. Starscape Cleric. So that's going to give us a couple life here. Whenever a creature dies. Yeah. We'll take 9. 9. What's 9 and 6? It's 3. We'll take 3. We'll take 4. So they're not... Okay. There's 6 creatures on the field. Yeah, we have to kill everything, unfortunately. So we're going to take 6 damage here. They're going to gain 6 life. But they don't get the life while the things are on the field, so we don't lose anything else. We're taking 7, sorry. Oh! Was that 7? That was more than 7. Can they kill us? They draw a couple cards. We gain a life. Perhaps if that was a Sephiroth. Alright, we're at 3, which is not a lot. Not a big life total. So, yeah, we're just dead next turn because they can flying and double strike us. For 6. Yeah, nothing we can do about that now, can we? Yeah, they got us. They got us, man. It was a battle. It was a battle. See if they see it. Obviously, they see it. Yeah. Good game. My friend. You beat toys. Congratulations. Now put me out of my misery. There we go. This is gonna work, I think. Okay. we can mountain. Or we can Inspiring Vantage. That's better. Clockwork. Attack. I have a feeling there's going to be a bat. They're going to take the get lost, right? Tiny bones. Let's draw a card. How about that, huh? Tiny bones. Tiny bones. They can make his discard with something. Momentum Breaker. And then we get a Plains, which is nice. Nurturing Pixie. Now we'll take the 1. No reason not to. Are they going to block? Yes, they are going to block. All right, cool. So, we might be able to get rid of the Cavern of Souls. Don't think they're playing blue. So, let's just go ahead and do that. Nurturing Pixie, once again. Okay. Got the Verge, so we Arabella, and we Splitskin. Like that. Momentum Breaker. That's going to be the Splitskin Doll. Do they have a second Momentum Breaker? Do this. Play the living phone. And then we'll attack. Gain some life. Do some things. They're going to exile it probably or kill it somehow. I assume. Mm-hmm. All right. Go ahead and kill that. And then we kill the Kirin too. This stays. They play the Momentum Breaker. We get rid of the living phone. We get another creature. Here's an Acolyte. Lucky for us, we can kill that. We have the Lightning Helix as well. We're in okay shape, I would say. Tiny Bones joins up. We discard a card. Lightning Helix to your face. Since we're going to lose it anyways, we might as well. Nurturing Pixie. Alright. That's wild, since I have no cards in my hand. I would have played that first and then brought that back to my hand. Mm-hmm. Maybe this is not right. Do I want that? No. That's fine. Tiny Bones joins up. Lightning Strike to your face. I was gonna say, why not play that, right? Arabella, baby! Do it again, baby! Land. 2 lands. Alright. See if they have more removal. They probably do. I mean, they probably have another Momentum Breaker. One card left in hand. I mean, yeah, that's... makes sense. They're not going to attack. And I think we win. I'm not even going to give you a chance to block. We got it. Boom! The top deck of the century, folks. Top deck of the century. Opponent goes first. We have 1-drops. Do we want to Clockwork and lose the life? We don't... I mean, we don't have to lose the life. We could Plane Seam Rip if we need to. We can Cavern of Souls Clockwork if we need to. So let's see what our opponent does since they're going first. I think if we were going first, we'd Clockwork Percussionist for sure on turn 1 with the Cavern of Souls. Just kind of give away what we're doing. But, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, so... Toy. Hello. Hello, toys. We can Sacred Foundry tap this turn. Or we don't need to. We can hold up the Get Lost. That's fine. We have the choice to either Get Lost and Seam Rip next turn if we need to, or Living Phone. We don't care about their stuff not being able to be countered because we don't counter anything anyways. Attack you and smack you. Alright, let's go like this. Can't be countered, my friend. And you're in blue. Oh, so nice. They could kill the Clockwork Percussionist and make this, like, useless. It's not useless, it's 2. We'll draw a card now. Which drawing cards is probably one of the best things you can do in Magic. Oh, of course that's 4th. Of course we get it now. That's okay. Get Lost. Wow. Bold move, my friend. Stock up. Dookie doke. I think what we're gonna do is planes again. I don't have any red right now, so. We'll do that. Hopefully it's not a land. It's not a land. So we'll attack for 2. They're at 15. Things are happening, but scary things are probably about to happen. Demolition Field. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. Sure. We'll get red. They didn't know we had red. Ha ha ha. So they can counter our creatures now. That's fine. We have a lot of little creatures is the issue for them. And guess what? We get it anyways. If they want to kill this in response, I'm okay with that. We have only lands, really. Nothing else. Now, the one thing that would be problematic is if they just exiled everything, which they can do. Consult the star charts. All right. If they just simply wipe the field, which they can do as well, we get a lot of value. We can always get lost our own thing, I think. Yeah. They do have to spend 5 mana to exile everything, though. Or if they have an Ultima. Authority of the Consuls. Cool. We have an Expel the Interlopers. Nice. Next to damage. Use this now. So I don't forget about it. No more lies. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna pay for this. They're down to 4. We'll play that. We can seam rip one of these and then get lost the other one when they inevitably play 2, because this would be like the best thing for them right now. Beza! Oh no! Okay. Okay. Well. Hmm. Let's go Seam Rip. They can counter something. They can hard counter something if they want to. Pay the 2 life. They can counter this. If they were going to counter anything, I think... Okay. And then Toy. So now we can block and we get like double triggers on these. Pretty nice. We can take the hit from the Beza. I guess. That's 4 triggers right there. That's pretty good. Alright, so... Get a Living Phone. We whiff on that one. Of course we do. There's a Roaming Throne. There's a Ragged Playmate. Meringue River Regent. Okay. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm just gonna choose 0, right? I can keep the Living Phone, but... We get double triggers off this. I'm gonna do it, you know. I'm gonna make a bad decision. That's what I do. I'm okay with that. Alright, the Doll, for sure. And the Arabella. Which are both dolls. Stock up. So they're gonna get a counter spell for sure. If they don't play anything else, it's gonna be a counter spell. They might play if they get a Beza, they might play a Beza. They know about the Arabella, so of course they got what they needed. Nice. I like that. Get Lost is pretty good. Consult the star charts. I mean, the thing about these control decks is that they're able to get whatever card they want in their hand. It's not even luck at that point. It's just like they got 2, right? So they probably found another one that does this same exact thing, like maybe a stock up or the same card. Ultima. Okay, that ends the turn. All right, maybe a Restless Bivouac in here would have been good for matchups like this. Like if they tap out and we get another Lightning Helix, we just win. Ooh. Okay. Go red. They would really like to play something, apparently. We have no big payoffs in the deck, which is... It could be a problem sometimes. Like, we're just, like, not really drawing into anything. Kill that. They spent so much trying to get it back, so might as well kill it, right? Alright. So, they're going to counter this, or... What are they going to do? This could be unassuming if they don't know about the Lightning Helixes. Consult the star charts once again. Is there a chance of them decking out? Man, we have less cards than them. That's crazy. Alright, here comes a Beza. 100%. There's no way it's not a Beza, right? How many Bezas do they have in there? Like, they've shown one so far, right? They have to have at least one more. I don't think if you're playing with a Beza, Huh? This is weird. Wait, so... What kind of deck is it? Oh, it's just a mill deck? That's boring. That's boring. Because I thought it was an actual deck, because they have, like, the Fountain Port and all that. And counter spells and all that good stuff. So I was thinking, like, maybe it was like a regular deck that we were playing against, but... Ride's End. Okay. If they activate the Fountain Port, what do we think is going to happen here? Mill 2 lands. That's actually really good to mill because we didn't want those. Alright. If they activate the Fountain Port... No, they didn't. They're so scared of the Lightning Helixes. They don't know about them, though. I don't think we have to worry about Singularity Rupture, though. But there's other things that can mill us half our deck. And they are at 10. Clockwork Percussionist. We just have to get 1 damage on them. Maybe they take this. Maybe they just take this, right? Oh, they don't. Okay. So is that game? Let's see if they make the fatal mistake here. Nah. So we just lost. Oh, man. If we could have just got 1 damage on them. Oh, come on! Really? Really, game? Alright, let's see if they counter this. They probably do. All we needed them to do is activate the Fountain Port. They're scared. They're so scared right now. They are pissing themselves right now. They have no idea they've just... Well, they have the counter spell. I have another one. Yeah. Whatever. I mean, it is what it is. But we almost had it. You go first. Love it. Alright. Because we get to Clockwork on turn uno. Booyakasha. It's all about doing just that little bit of damage each turn, you know? Hinterland Sanctifier. I think we wait. They're gonna play in a Johnny or an Essence Channel, alright. By the way, if you're gonna kill it, that's when you kill it before it gets the counters. So it doesn't put the counters on there. I mean, do they attack into the Clockwork Percussionist? Is the question. I think I would. I mean, you're gonna get the card anyways. Okay. Well. Let's draw. Get order to that. Attack for a 1. Get that 1 damage back. Rune Lurker Bat. Johnny's Pride Mate. Toy. We go ahead and do that. Do they block? Probably. Probably not. Well, yeah. You block with the Johnny's Pride Mate, right? No, I don't think they care, right? Because they're just going to gain life. They gain it back on the next turn anyways. So, let's see it to believe it. Right. Okay. That makes sense. Now we get 2 triggers off of this. And that's good, because we get... Okay. Alright. Maybe a Sheltered by Ghosts. Yep. Say his name and he appears. Okay. We go like this. Draw 2 cards. Okay. And then we could play another Roaming Throne and attack with the Arabella. And then play another Arabella. Of course, there's another Sheltered by Ghosts. But remember, we have stuff. We have stuff. Toy. And Arabella. There we go, my friends. Linden! Okay. One, 2, 3. You're down to 9. They can gain all sorts of life. Yeah. Figured that much. Okay, so... Get that. We Seam Rip. We don't lose these, right? No, we lose them after the end of next turn, right? To the end of my next turn? It says... You may play it until the end of your next turn. Okay. I think I'm going to get lost on the Sheltered by Ghosts here. Banishing Light. Okay. Let's go like this. So that's going to Seam Rip. I need it to not float in front of me. That's going to Seam Rip that. That's going to Seam Rip that. And then I think they're dead, right? One mana. They're gonna probably pop this. We had play the Splitskin Doll, attack, and then hit him with the Lightning Helix, and then we just win, right? Oh my god, that's even better. Alright, so Splitskin Doll. We're gonna draw 3. Don't quit. Don't quit. I want to do my thing. Clockwork. We got that. And then 21 damage to your face. Boom. Boom. Oh, that didn't matter. Only did 14.